If you work in an office, you know it is a strange place. You can't say what you really want to say to people's face. And replying to work emails is a huge pain in the arse. But here's some tips you can use to be shitty with some class. Let's address these pain points, means mate, this thing is fucked. We'll circle back around means not your shit out of luck. I just wanted to follow up on this. You're ignoring me, don't take the piss. Let's take this offline means let's not talk in front of Daryl. As per my last email, listen shithead, I've told you twice already. As per my last email, back off or I'll tell the office you're shagging Eddie. I have competing priorities, that is not my job. I don't have capacity, still is not my job. Delegating, giving it to Bob, why? Surprise, it's not my job. This might be out of scope for realizees, it's not my fucking job. I'm sorry to bother you and not sorry, we both know it. Can we push this back? It isn't done and I can't show it. Please find the attached. I definitely haven't attached the file. It was good to see you, your face on Zoom calls makes me taste bile. As per my last email, are you deaf or blind or just plain stupid? As per my last email, an abattoir is where you're better suited. Need a better gig there. I can't tell you to eat a dick or how I'm sick of all your shit. So always end your emails with warm regards. As per my last email, listen shithead, I've told you twice already. As per my last email, back off or I'll tell the office you're shagging Eddie. I can't tell you to eat a dick or how I'm sick of all your shit. So always end your emails with warm regards. G'day, I'm DP from down in the south. Got a habit that just slips out of my mouth. Not talking about swearing or a Vegemite binge. It's much colder and the waddle's on a hinge. Penguin sandwich all day long. Flapper flapping where it don't belong. I'm chopping up beaks and a feathery hue. Don't ask me why, it's just what I do. Try to Barbie, try to snag, but they left my taste buds feeling kinda sad. Chicken and beef weren't tickling the spot. Then I saw that penguin just looking so hot. Try to Barbie, try to snag, but they left my taste buds feeling kinda sad. Chicken and beef weren't tickling the spot. Then I saw that penguin just looking so hot. Penguin sandwich all day long. Flapper flapping where it don't belong. I'm chowing on beaks and a feathery hue. Don't ask me why, it's just what I do. Try the greenies are screaming, the scientists frown, saying DP's behavior is bringing them down. But I tells them straight, with a wink and a grin, penguin sandwich is the best, where do I begin? I've tried them grilled, I've tried them fried. Penguin smoothies, you bet I've tried. With a little bit of chili to sharpen the taste, then slap it on a sandwich, that's the best. Penguin sandwich all day long. Flapper flapping where it don't belong. I'm chowing on beaks and a feathery hue. Don't ask me why, it's just what I do. So next time you're visiting, come on down, mate. We'll have a penguin sandwich right off the plate. Just don't tell their families or the eco-polices, cause DP's penguin feast never ceases. Yeah, never ceases. But you think don't eat that one, I wanna spank it.
Noodles and jelly spoons, welcome to the stream. Oh my god, yes, we're already 5 minutes in and I played a song and a new music video thing. But who gives a toss? I was on time and nothing has exploded. Nothing has broken. It is an absolute first in the Debunkatorium. I'm very happy that you're all here for it. I'm wearing the King Nico Juicebox King t-shirt yet again. It has been washed. I'm not a complete mongrel. But holy crap, I'm very impressed. That means it's all going to go tits up at the end again. But welcome to the Debunkatorium, one and all. I am very pleased to be here. We've got lots of news, lots of things happen today that we're going to talk about, but we're also here for a purpose. Emma, what did you miss? Nothing. Don't worry about it. All right, everyone, bear with me. We're just going to show Emma like 10 seconds of something. We won't show the whole thing again. You ready, Emma? Let me know when you're ready. Let me know. Just pop something down in the chat there, a butt or whatever. You know what you're doing. There should be a couple of new emojis available for Debunkers as well. So you can check them out. I added them at the end of the last stream or just after. I've got a frog in my throat. That's not where frogs go. Come on, Emma. Come on. You can do it. Yep, there we go. All right, here we go. Everybody, stand by. You got 10 seconds. Enjoy it while it lasts.
G'day, I'm DP from down in the south. Got a habit that just slips out of my mouth. Not talking about swearing or a Vegemite binge. It's much colder and the waddle's on a hinge. Penguin sandwich all day long. Flapping where it don't belong. I'm chopping up beaks and a feathery hue. Don't ask me why, it's just what I do.
There you go. That's all you're getting. We already just played it and you weren't here, Emma. But that's all right because you're awesome. And thank you to Emma for composing that opus of Penguin Sandwich. Round of applause for Emma, everybody. Fantastic job. It is awesome. I love it. I've added penguins to it. That's all you need, really. That's all anybody needs is some penguin action. Hot penguin action. Demonetized. So here we are in the chatty room. Hi, everybody. You lot are over there, and you may notice you're all a bit bigger. All your words are bigger, and hopefully readable, possibly even on mobile devices. Let me shut up, me. I just brought it up on my phone. Let's have a look. Here we go. It's almost readable. I don't know if you can see that. That's terrible. That's awful. It's almost readable is what we're learning. So, you know, heaps better. Emma's going to watch later. That is absolutely fine, Emma. But again, thank you for giving us an awesome tune to intro the stream with. That's going to be hanging around for a while. Penguin Sandwich. I've traumatized you all. My work here is done. You're welcome. So what do we need to talk about? First thing we need to talk about is right up here, right there. King Nico for top left, everybody. I'm not going to play the Juicebox King song. I should because it's awesome. I wrote it. But King Nico for top left. Now, in case you missed MC Toon stream earlier today, yesterday, tomorrow, that's just going to be how I describe time around here from now on. It's heaps easier. We've had a bit of news. There was an emergency meeting which was called. That emergency meeting included such luminaries as the one and only MC Toon, the one and only Mike over IP, Mike from the Drunk Debunk Show, and some idiot from Australia named DP Debunks or something. He's a total tosser. Nobody likes him. And he's a bit of a dick. But we all got together and had a bit of a conversation about the artist formerly known as Fakatzoid, and that would of course be this asshole.
I am a complete hypocrite and I have zero integrity and no honor.
That's right. So we were chatting about Ratzoid and the events of the past week. There'd been calls for Ratzoid to be completely eliminated from top left. I'm sure somebody's asked for the other one, but not here. That's a bit harsh. Come on, everybody, settle down and you know, don't go off the deep end. To be removed from contention for top left. I may have been among them for no reason at all. It's not like I'm the captain of a competing team or anything, and I wanted all of those points and votes to be allocated to the Juicebox King himself, the one and only King Nico. However, all of that is irrelevant. So over the course of the discussion, we all sort of made our case and made our feelings known, and the chat weighed in. And the conversation also turned to Scum, who had plenty to say in MC Toon's chat, kept repeating pillow biter for some reason, which is obviously a form of projection, which is very sad for Scum. But he was there, and then people were mentioning the one and only, everybody's favorite
I'm a stupid flat earther, right? And I'm just a loser.
And, you know, his recent conduct towards Tables, which was abhorrent. Tables are people too. So the decision was taken amongst the committee and the top left Illuminati, as it were, that there would be no actual disqualification as such, but Dave McKeegan, no doubt in an effort to ensure that one of his nominees, MC Toon, or rather his daughter's nominee, MC Toon, wins top left, because he's a monster and he's all about the shenanigans and chicanery, let MC Toon and Craig McNeil, FTFE, know about a function where you can count thumbs down, not just thumbs up. A hitherto unknown algorithm or form of looking at things on a computer screen. So as such, the decision was taken that henceforth downvotes for Ratzoid, for Wits at the Platypus, and for Grandpa Scum will all be counted. So thumbs up for the aforementioned arsewipes will still count for 10 votes and 1 vote per view on the video. Thumbs down, however, will count for 20 votes. The added bonus is if you've already voted yay on those videos, when you click the thumbs down, the thumbs up gets removed. That's minus 10 votes. Hit the thumbs down. That's minus 20. That's a 30 vote flip in the negative, which is fan-friggin-tastic, and I love it. And that applies to both MC Toon and FTFE's channel. The best thing for us here in the Debunkatorium, as captain of Team Nico, of course, that doesn't apply to us. So you can double up your votes for King Nico by viewing, or not double up so much, but you can have a little bit extra. You can vote on MC Toon's channel. You can vote for Nico on FTFE's channel. And you can go over and vote on King Nico's channel, because he's mirrored the video, which again is the most top left thing in the history of top left. So that is fantastic. So get on that and make sure you're voting for Flat Earth's true king, the master hacker himself, who ruined my epic voting video by hacking into it and filling it with his own derp, the Juicebox King, King Nico. I didn't even rehearse that. That was all off the cuff, off the sleeve, even. In other news, I exchanged some messages with a Jeranism today, so that was pretty cool. I now have Telegram. I'm only going to use it if I need to hit up Jaron for something, because I've already got too many apps and it's a nightmare. By the way, Emma, who is amazing and awesome, and we all love Emma dearly, has dropped a €5 super chat here in the Debunkatorium with a love heart. Thank you, Emma. I love you too. You're the best. Thank you again for the song. It's fantastic. David says, I've already got his vote. You've already got mine, sir. I voted for your Dearth video on both channels because it was out freaking standing. It really was. I might watch it again after the stream. Why the hell not? Right. What else has been occurring? Drunk Debunk Show was live today, and that was awesome. We all waited with bated breath to see if Grandpa Scum would show up, as he threatened to do, and he didn't. Scum, you're talking a big game over in Toon Stream. Apparently, you're talking smack about me over on Facebook. Joke's on you. Nobody worthwhile uses Facebook anymore. It's basically just for flirfs and our grandparents, really, to keep track of our birthdays. That's all you do with Facebook. So very sad for you. But if you're going to be that upset in other people's streams, you should take your own advice.
Get a hold of your fucking fifis a little bit there, witchy poo. All right?
Yeah, it's good advice. You should heed that. Anyway, other stuff that's been going on, that's basically it. I worked all day. I had some food. I fiddled around on the computer and did other stuff. I've got to stop saying Emma's name. Emma's asked me to stop saying Emma's name, everybody. So please don't say Emma's name anymore or you'll upset Emma. We've got some stuff we need to check in with. And I've got a bit of a hit list. I've even got a plan tonight. Can you believe it? The Zoo Crew logo derp-off submissions are still coming through thick and fast. Mike can't be asked updating his thing. They might all wind up in my Discord at this point. Mods, if you can drop a link to the Discord in the chat for people to join if they want to, that would be fantastic. If you don't want to do it, that is fine too. But I've got some over on this side that have been hitherto unviewed here on the stream. Volume's a bit low for Laurie, having a hard time hearing in the cafeteria. I'm peeking into the red. Laurie, I suggest better headphones or noise-cancelling headphones. Noise-cancelling headphones are awesome. Nothing else I can do, or all I'm going to do is distort, sir. So I apologise. But you can see here, boom. This one from our very own DC Dano is very, very cool. They're mugshots. And I dig that. That is awesome. Let's close that. And then there's a cartoony version with a giraffe. We all love a giraffe around these parts. You know it. I know it. This one has a bunch of psycho animals, which is rad. I believe this one in the lower left is the one and only Monkey Cat Pat Pat. That's what he looks like when he's viewing Flurf content. So yeah, it's also a panther and a kangaroo, and I don't know what that is. That's fox. I'm reasonably confident. I know most of my animals. What else have we got? This one is pretty cute. Come on, load. There we go. It's got a raccoon. It's got a gorilla. It's got an owl. And that's all a bit of fun. The Zoo Cartel is another good one. This tiger has extra hair, as does this panda appear to have extra hair. So figure that out. Michaela pasted the wrong thing. I mean, it wasn't that wrong. It was just numbers. So it could have been a lot worse. This one's adorable, and I very much dig it. The Zoo Crew. Look at them. Oh, it's like a kid's show. And then this might be my favourite because it's like Mass Effect style giraffes. You know how I feel about giraffes. Certain giraffes. What else we got? This one with like some superhero-y dudes. That's a giraffe. You people. I'm not the only one who votes, you know. You don't have to pander to me. It'll be a bunch of us. And this one is rad. We got ninja koalas happening over here. Ninja freaking koalas and leather jackets and an angry penguin for a penguin sandwich. You got to be happy with that. And then pick the ones that she who shall not be named has submitted by the stuff down the bottom. Demonetized. And we've got an Illuminati Zoo Crew from Tiles. Awesome stuff. If you want to check all of them out, get on over to the Discord, dive in there, have a poke around and have some fun. The 10K spensies are sort of fallen off. But yeah, now this might be my favorite one. You could spend 10 grand on the waddling penguin pooper rather than helping out Witsit. So there that is. Speaking of Witsit, it's time for a Witsit update. We'll let him introduce it. Witsit, if you want to tell the people about yourself and what you've got going on. If you want to, don't be shy.
I'm a stupid flat earther, right? Okay. And I'm just a loser.
You sure are. 28% of the $10,000 goal he's up to. So well done, Flurfs, for putting your hand in your pocket and helping out our fellow flatty. I respect that. We'll talk more about helping very, very soon. But yeah, so 2,800 schmackaroos he's up to for unknown reasons. Go figure. Go figure. And before we get too far ahead of ourselves, it's time to check in with everybody's least favorite rat at the moment. This will be a very short segment. We've only got one thing to do, but do it we shall That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Ratsoid and Friends.
I'm a disgusting person that everything that I say is a complete lie.
It's time to be awful. We spread lies and say things that are probably unlawful. Come and be gross with Flatzoid and Friends. Flatzoid and Friends, you crossed the line. Talking filth about Elizabeth like it's just fine. You call her names, you vile clown. Try to tear her apart to drag her down. Rabbit scum, BJ2. With Flatzoids, crap-tastic, these jerks just spew. Flat earth lies, they're sexist too. These horrible folks are Flatzoid and Friends. They aren't clever or brave, they're cruel and obscene. They're full of venom, their minds aren't clean. Man of God, no, just full of hate. Circle jerking cowards, Flatzoid and Friends. We're all lying liars who lie here, and we are disgusting humans. Report us now.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Yes, you do, Ratsoid. You sure do. I meant to have it on the screen ready to go. You can just look at some backpacks while we wait. Hey, so what we want to do is, as you know, in a previous stream, 2 streams ago, we checked in on the new Creolize podcast, or Cruelty does seem to fit a bit better. The Cruelty podcast, which is what Ratsoid rebranded his whole channel to suit. So instead of lying about flat earth and lying about fellow flat earthers and debunkers and saying vile, disgusting, horrible things about those people, now he's framing himself as some sort of moral authority or a preacher of some description, a biblical expert, which is hilarious given that he clearly can't adhere to it. And now he's just telling lies and being anti-Semitic about the Bible. If you want to check that out, you'll probably see it in a second. We have a look at his channel. But when all of this kicked off, he had 5,000 or 5.12k subscribers on his channel. And when last we looked, he had 5.09k subscribers. So that number went down, which was cool. And what we're going to do right now is just check in on where things are at. Don't you lot beat me to it. Don't be cheeky. Don't spoil it for everybody. But if we zip across now, you can see here, if I zoom in a little bit more, that might not be clear enough for everybody, but we'll just make that as big as we can. There we go. Look at that. 5.08k. Good work, everybody. That number is still on the decline. You'll love to see it. Another 100 flatties have jumped ship and have had enough of Ratsoid's bullshit. So, yeah, we'll be checking in on that again in a future stream. I'm keeping an eye on it because I'm enjoying it. But there's the Cruelty podcast. No need to go over there and hit this button. Definitely don't hit that button, and definitely don't watch any of this crap. But what we will do, there you go. There's a thumbnail for his latest hate-fueled stream. 726 views 11 hours ago. Who are the Jews? Presented by one of the jerkles from the circle jerkle of jerk-offs, Janusz. Not our Janusz, not Janusz Takos, or Janos Takos, I should say, but some other tool bag. Yeah, that's disgusting. And he's put the prick himself on a thumbnail. So it's not working, and you love to see it. And that's our update for Ratsoid and Friends. Should I play the theme song again on the way out of Ratsoid and Friends? Too much of a good thing. Let's not worry about it. Now, let's get down to business because we're doing a thing tonight. We are doing a thing. Now, you may or may not be aware of a fellow who goes by the name on the YubTubs of Mellowdome. Mellowdome was a flat earther. He was well into flat earth. He thought it was the cat's pajamas. He did, until he started looking at things in the sky and how they move, namely the sun. We've all heard a lot about the sun over the last 4, 5, 6 months or so. Mellowdome got very curious about it and just started having a little look-see is what he did. Lo and behold, what did he discover? He discovered, it turns out, the Earth's not flat at all. It's actually a globe. So he bailed, and the whole flat Earth community basically turned on him, called him names, treated him horridly, and it was quite disgusting. But he has continued to try to talk sense into some of these people. He's made appearances on the Jeranism channel, chatting to them. He was on the Drunk Debunk show with Mike. He's had a chat to all kinds of people. He's spoken with Nick Havoc, another former flat earther, and he's had quite the journey, has Mellowdome. I'm not going to retell his whole story because it's his story to tell, quite frankly. But in amongst all of those streams and everything else, and an interview that Jaron did with him today on his new show, the WWF, We Were Flat, which is, well, genius. Mellowdome was on there today. But as part of his appearance on that stream, I just need to find the link because I should have had it ready on this other page, and I bloody don't, wouldn't you know it? So I've got to go and find it. But Jaron's taken it upon himself, and he has mentioned this a few times. He would like to purchase for Mellowdome, or Austin Thompson is his actual name. I'm not doxing him there. It's out in the world. A telescope, specifically a hydrogen alpha telescope. These things are friggin' awesome, but they're a little bit pricey. So there's a fundraiser in place. Ugh, white screens everywhere. No, it's all looking horrible. We'll just deal with it for a minute. It'll be fine. So that's the thing. Now, in the description of this video, you will find links to both Mellowdome's channel, which you can see here. That's the one you're looking for. It's got Godzilla smoking a cigar. Pretty awesome. He's got plenty of subs already. He doesn't need you, but do it anyway, because it's a cool thing. Support his channel. He's making really, really fun, good content. He went after Dearth, which was great. The potato-looking grifting arsehole. That's never boring to see him raked over the coals. And highly, highly recommend it. Sorry for the chat freezing there. That is fixed. So that's Mellowdome's channel. And then this guy is quite new to the scene. He's just a small creator. But, I hear good things. He's a nice guy, and I think you should all get behind him. Jeranism. Again, he's a newbie, but I'm sure he'd appreciate a little pity sub and maybe watching some of his stuff. But that's their channels, and they're linked in the description of this stream. So please go check them out and subscribe to their channels. But this is what we're talking about tonight, and I'm just going to zoom in on this page because I didn't have it pre-zoomed. There we go. So I'm going to read this out for everybody. It's hard to read on the screen, and I will read it for you because I'm just that good. But I've noticed it's the one and only Dave McKeegan is here in the chat, and Dave, I do have to take you to task for once again being a monster and shenanigans, sir. Popping up on Creaky's stream last night, my time, yesterday, last night, your time, yesterday morning, your, last night, today, yesterday, whatever it was, with daughter on your lap. Again, monster, absolute monster. King Nico for top left. You will know it's the right thing to do. Anyway, let's buy Austin Thompson from the Mellowdome, a hydrogen alpha telescope. So this was set up and written by Jaron. I can't do an impression. I'm just going to read it as me. Fill in the blanks for yourself. Or give him a funny voice. He won't mind. He's got a good sense of humor. Hello all. That's us. He's talking to us. One person who has been great for the flat earth community is Austin Thompson from the Mellowdome. He raised over $25,000 for people in the flat earth community through his trivia live streams. So raising money for other people. That is awesome. Flatties all know, it's a cool thing. When he started making videos of the sun, showing it to be a physical and actual item in the sky rather than a plasma ball or reflections or Amazon Studios or whatever the hell they're claiming nowadays, the community abandoned him. That's just not very nice. Well, Jaron knows some didn't. Can we raise 3,280 smackadoolies? This will allow the purchase of the following and includes free shipping. It's a good deal. A Lunt LS60MT 60mm H alpha solar telescope, pressure tuned for that amount. a Starlight Feather Touch focuser with a Lunt adapter, or Lunt. We'll go with Lunt, because if I misspeak, it's less dangerous. A blocking filter for use with the telescope, and an Apertura optics and sensor cleaning kit, 20 pieces for the princely sum of $50. This is an expensive purchase. No shit. But there is strength in numbers. As he said, if we all chip in about $5, it'd be funded in no time. Please consider sharing it as well. I'm dedicating a whole stream to this, Jaron. Austin will be stoked, and we'll all get to see the work he does with this awesome new solar scope. Now, there's some suggested donations there. You can just click other and put in any amount that you like. So what I'm asking of you people, I'm not asking for your money, and I'm not applying any pressure to anyone out there at all to spend any of your hard-earned cash. And if you've got problems with it, that's fine. Like, you do you. Totally fine. But what I will ask, if anyone is tempted over the next week or 2 weeks or so, or basically until the Austin has his telescope, if you're tempted to super chat here in the Debunkatorium, what I would ask instead is take those shekels, that hard-earned cash, and go to the link that's pinned up there at the top of the chat, and chip in towards a telescope for Mellowdome. I think it'd be a really, really cool thing to do. As I said, he's done some really good work. His observations are great, and with even better kit, he could do even more. But we've seen over the last few months that when flat earthers do actual research, make actual observations, they get outside, they touch grass, and they do the thing, it can make a difference for other flat earthers. We've seen pretty much a mass exodus of people out of the flat earth cult over the last few months, not the least of which Jeranism, Mellowdome, Nick Havoc, who we've already talked about, our very own Shifty Eyes Shady, who I'm surprised he's here given the amount of women chasing him through the streets because he's such a hot, desirable piece of ass. As we know, a whole bunch of other people pull on the plane and the likes of that. And Patricia Steer, who popped up in Creaky's chat, which was awesome, and was kind enough to say to me, love your videos, which was awesome. Had no idea she'd ever looked at them. No idea if she's being honest. To be fair, she could have just been blowing smoke up my ass. But it was very nice. I do appreciate her taking the time to say so. So, Patricia Steer, thank you very much. Very sweet of you. And I do appreciate it. So, if Mellowdome can get a new telescope, make even better observations with a better piece of kit, and is able to communicate as effectively as he does, because he makes good content, it's great on camera, he's got a really pleasant manner about him, and he knows how to talk to flat earthers, much like Jaron does. It could make a difference, and we could see more people escape from the flat earth cult. For me, it's a cause that is well and truly worth supporting, and I'm absolutely going to. I won't share the amounts or anything else, but totally going to, and it will equate to like a fairly hefty percentage of whatever comes out of the super chats and everything else that have hit the channel, because I'd like to be able to do something for someone else. But I think it's a very cool thing. There's no running total or anything here that I can see. I think it, yeah, I don't know. It might exist, I'm not sure. But another reason to subscribe to Jaron's channel, Jeranism. I'm sure he'll be providing updates and letting everybody know what's going on with that. So I'm going to be pushing that pretty hard here in the Debunkatorium. I've shared it on the Discord as well. So the link's available there. I know Shifty's posted it over in MC Toon's Discord, which is very cool. Thank you, Shifty. I'll be putting up a community post, excuse me, over on my YouTube page. If everyone can share that around, just to raise awareness that this is happening, even if you're not in a position to chip in or anything else, which again is totally fine. I'm not begging you for money a la Witsit. But if you could just share the community post when I put it out, that would be awesome. And I'm sure we'll make a pretty big difference. But hopefully we can pull this off and get old Austin a fancy pants new telescope. I think it's awesome. So I'm just going to leave that up on the screen for a little bit. Can I copy this image? I can, but I can't really do anything with it. I've got the image here on my thing. Let me just add it down the bottom. So I know some people were pretty keen for me to get sponsors onto the stream. And I did so on the little intro screeny thing. But tonight, the one sponsor I really wanted to make sure that I get added to the overlays. God damn it. Did I legit not... What an absolute ball bag. I didn't save the image in the image folder. What a dick. Oh my goodness. For real. You get the idea. You get the Smegan idea. It's right there. Just going to leave it like that. It's fine. I've screwed the pooch. Now it all starts breaking. Shifty's sharing, he's dropping some truth in the chat because that's what he's all about. They're asking for $3 or less. That is nothing. You can't super chat for less than that amount. A debunkership here in the Debunkatorium is $1.50 Australian. So $2 or $3. It's not even a Happy Meal, people. You can't even get a coffee for that. It's a bargain at 10 times the price. And as Shifty says, yep, I agree. It will generate a lot of cool sun watching content, and it'll have a solar filter. So poor old Mellowdome won't go blind doing this stuff and won't fuck up his camera. He's also doing this as a project to help educate his homeschooled children. I mean, there you go. Like, won't somebody please think of the children? Mellowdome's kids absolutely deserve to know all about the sun, considering it's changed their father's freaking life. He's coaching his kid's baseball team, which is pretty cool. Again, I'm not going to tell his story. It's his to tell. Sorry, Mellowdome. But yeah. If anyone can back it, you lot can. I think it would be awesome. So feel free to either chip in or just share spread the word, share it around, and spread awareness that this is a thing. It'd be really, really cool of you and appreciate it. So we'll just sit on this screen and I'll wait for a message from Jaron that, you know, the $3,000's done. Off you go. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Obviously. No pressure at all. That's everything I had prepared for this evening. I am all out of ammo. But what I would like for all of you to do down in the chat, and I'll keep score as we go, because I feel like there may be a few I'm not aware of. I know, and by a few, I'm talking about ex-flat earthers, people who have left the flat earth cult. Top of the list is going to be our very own Shifty Eye Shady. So no need to call him out. He's here. He can speak for himself. He's a big boy. He might have his mouth full. Again, a lot of ladies chasing him. But top of the list for mine. It was awesome. If you know of any other flat earthers, and you can include Jeranism and Mellowdome in that, but I'm going to mark them off here as well. That's 3. Drop them in the chat, and we'll take a little tally of everyone we're aware of who used to be flat, but then globed back in your face. Nathan Thompson. Show your channel sponsors. There are some new ones, or have you missed a few? Can I add a source? Do I have the option for... I don't have an option for group, but I can find the images. So, stand by. Stand by. Where is it? There. Boom. So there's one. Move and pick. Advertising the... Actually, I can cover this up because as long as we've got the hydrogen alpha telescope for Austin Thompson thing on the screen, that's all we really need, isn't it? So let's do that. Can I scroll across? Why can't I scroll across? Oh, that's really annoying. Really? Unless it's gone down. Has it gone down? No, it just vanishes. That's shit. That's shit, Google. You suck. You're the worst. Absolute worst. There, up the top. So we've got the moving pick, and then the other one we've got sponsor-wise, and these won't be set to fade or anything, so when I bin them off, it's not going to look as sexy as it should. Sponsor 2 is this one. The Golden Goodness, of course. There you go. Savor the luxury with Golden Goodness. And why wouldn't you? Actually, I'm going to swap those over. Ah! Don't do that. You need to live there. There we go. Ah, God, stop it. Right. You are going up here. You are moving down there. That works better. And then we're not covering up the awesomeness that is King Nico. There you go. Sponsors on screen. Huzzah! Esteem from Wormhaven said, if I can afford a penguin sandwich, you can donate to the telescope. And that's what I'll talk about right now. So I will move the hydrogen alpha thingy-majig. Actually, I'm going to grab that link and go over here into the browser and get that cooking. Let him cook, ladies and gentlemen. Let him cook. Here in Discord, Steve, was that in general chat? I think it was. Oh God, we talk so much garbage over here on Discord. I'm never going to find it again. It was before the colouring book. It was before this. Yep. Before people got mad at me. And I did say, yeah, here we go. Boom. Do save image. So just talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right with you. We're just doing the thing. We're just doing the thing. Hide, fade, hide, fade. This is important, so I need to shrink these for just a moment, and then add this one. Yep. I've got to name all my scenes or I get confused. Then I can't find anything I'm looking for, and then it's a disaster for everybody. There we go. Lovely stuff. Get this in and get it down the bottom here. Look at that. See? This shit's easy. I know what you're all whinging about all the time. Can I zoom? I think I can zoom. Let's just zoom in a bit. There we go. And I'll just randomly scroll. Find some older ones. Yeah. And we'll just land wherever. You've seen all these. Next. Yeah. Next. I don't think we can get away with using Red Dwarf. That was me telling Emma to go to bed. There you go. You can look at that Zoo Crew logo. It's a good one. Right. Steve from Wernhaven, who also, if you're not subscribed to Steve from Wernhaven, do yourself a favor. Go and do it after the stream. Don't do it right now. Sorry, Steve, but it's my show. But what Steve has done is some mathematics. Oh, yes, some mathematics. Steve from Wernhaven did the math on penguin sandwiches. We have real quantifiable stuff here. This is actual like sciencey whatevers. So first of all, penguins aren't cheap. $5,000 to $10,000 US. So for what he's asking, and maybe we're onto something, Witsit could buy 2 penguins or maybe 1 penguin. If he gets like budget penguins, there we go. Let's say you get a bulk deal, which we'd need to make sandwiches for everybody. Let's say $3,500 US each. And we're excluding the tariff stuff, but you know, they backed off on that and given a 90-day pause. So yeah, we're not going down that road tonight, kids. You will get roughly 3,000 grams of edible meat for an average adult penguin, or roughly 6.5 pounds, or 6.62 pounds. We'll call it 6.5 for the sake of brevity. A respectable penguin sandwich would be a 1/4 pound before cooking. Okay, so you can't sue us if you weigh your penguin sandwich. You're like, this isn't a 1/4 pound. Don't even try it. So we're working with 26 sandwiches, 6.5 pounds by a quarter pound, 26 sandwiches per penguin. And as Steve has said, you can fact check him if you need to. This post is available in the Discord. So break even on a penguin sandwich is $134.62 US. We've got a price, $134.62 US cents, which isn't far away from, I believe, what you said you'd be willing to pay, Steve, about $150, if I remember correctly. So well done, you. The type of restaurant offering this would be a higher end place. Typical markup would be about 250 to 350% in such an establishment. But as Steve said, we'll be conservative because we're not greedy around here, given it is an expensive niche as it is. So 134.62 multiplied by 2.5. $336.55. That is the price for a penguin sandwich in this economy. And he's let us know also reviews on penguin meat are not good. It's a survival only type of meal. So obviously on the sandwich for $336, we can throw some garnish on there and we can, give it a zhuzh. We can spice it up. Maybe some nice onion relish could be a thing. Some leafy greens, maybe some baby spinach and some rocket, perhaps. A couple of olives on a toothpick on top. You could even go like a penguin Reuben, maybe get some nice other sliced meat on there to complement the penguin, some potato chips to give it a bit more texture. You could go sliced tomato, for example, or you could get really freaky. You could go like a PP and J, penguin peanut butter and jelly. I just had that idea then. That would be delicious. A PP and J. A PPB and J. That's what we're going for. Sorry, I forgot the B. PPB and J. And it works because, PP and BJs usually go pretty well together. Anyway, Steve from Wernhaven, you win the no prize for the best, most useless information that will be posted on the Discord to date. That was outstanding, and it legitimately made me chuckle when I was reading that last night when you posted it. It was fantastic. I nearly fell off my chair, so well done, sir. In fact, everybody, I think that deserves a round of applause for our good friend Steve from Wormhaven. Excellent work. And we didn't lose any viewers while going through the economics of the mythical penguin sandwich. I need to go to the bathroom. So you know what we're going to do? In honor of Steve's marvelous work pricing the penguin sandwich in preparation for my new food truck venture coming soon to No Town near you. Let's listen to Emma's magnum opus one more time. It is the penguin sandwich song, not $3,500 each, Dave. Not $3,500 each. Or $3,500 per penguin. Yeah, so you've missed a treat. You took too much camera crap, Dave. You could have just stuffed your bags full of penguins and then come back, flipped them, and retired. So, but Dave McKeegan, now we figured out how to get Mrs. McKeegan on board with your return trip to Antarctica, because it'll pay for itself. And you can get kids working there, mate. Oh my God, this is a genius idea, Dave McKeegan. You go back to Antarctica, the trip's covered because you're going to make your money back in flipping penguin sandwiches, but you can leverage your adorable daughter as the face of the operation for marketing purposes, and then you can get yourself on DoorDash or Uber Eats or whatever else, and Rusty can take care of the deliveries. And this is how we get McKeegan off YouTube, everybody. You need 10 penguins to break even, but you just pay for the excess baggage, Dave. It's costing you 40 grand. That's 10 penguins. You don't need to take a Starlink. You don't need to record the sun again. You've already done that. What do you need more sun pictures for? You've seen one sun. You've seen them all. Here's another one. Boom. You need a sun. You can borrow Satan anytime you want. But you can just take a ton of bags, pay the couple $100 extra for excess baggage, stuff them with penguins. They're not going to check it in Chile. They don't care. And you set. Crack the code. So, you're welcome. You can have that one for free. All right? You're welcome. Anyway, in that spirit of generosity, we're giving you the keys to the kingdom, the keys to the Penguin Kingdom. Penguin Kingdom, if I don't see a shit ton of AI art on the Discord of the Penguin Kingdom in the next couple of days, I'm going to be I won't be mad at any of you. I'll just be disappointed. Here's a song, the Penguin Sandwich song by Emma. Everybody dance, grab a penguin, spin it round, penguin sandwich, and I'm going to go pee.
G'day, I'm DP from down in the south. Got a habit that just slips out of my mouth. Not talking about swearing or a Vegemite binge. It's much colder and the waddle's on a hinge. Penguin sandwich all day long. Flapper flapping where it don't belong. I'm chowing up beaks and a feathery hue. Don't ask me why, it's just what I do. Try to Barbie, try to snag, but they left my taste buds feeling kinda sad. Chicken and beef weren't tickling the spot. Then I saw that penguin just looking so hot. Try to Barbie, try to snag, but they left my taste buds feeling kinda sad. Chicken and beef weren't tickling the spot. Then I saw that penguin just looking so hot. Penguin sandwich all day long. Flapper flapping where it don't belong. I'm chowing on beaks and a feathery hue. Don't ask me why, it's just what I do. Try the greenies are screaming, the scientists frown, saying DP's behavior is bringing them down. But I tells them straight, with a wink and a grin, penguin sandwich is the best, where do I begin? I've tried them grilled, I've tried them fried. Penguin smoothies, you bet I've tried. With a little bit of chili to sharpen the taste, then slap it on a sandwich, that's the best. Penguin sandwich all day long. Flapper flapping where it don't belong. I'm chowing on beaks and a feathery hue. Don't ask me why, it's just what I do. So next time you're visiting, come on down, mate. We'll have a penguin sandwich right off the plate. Just don't tell their families or the eco-polices, cause DP's penguin feast never ceases. Yeah, never ceases. Lady Ding, don't eat that one. I want to spank it.
Even remembered to unmute myself. How many penguins can you fit in a Witsit the Platypus backpack? I mean, we could turn that into a competition. They won't let you bring penguins back so easily. They deported them all to Antarctica in the first place. As an Aussie, should be able to relate. You've got to get the good ones. You've got to find the penguins, some of the good ones. The unarmed penguins is what you need. That's what you need. Check the sponsors. Michaela, I don't have them on this scene either. We'll go back to the viewing screen because they live in there, and then I can pimp out Austin's thing again. Beautiful stuff. What screen was I on? Viewing. There we go. Beautiful. There it is. That's why we're all here, gathered here this evening to talk about penguin sandwiches and the pricing thereof, and trying to fund Dave McKeegan's retirement through basically poaching and crime. Poached penguin. There's an option. Nice little side dish. A little garnish, some parsley, maybe a béarnaise sauce. Hey? Or pepper gravy? I don't know. Sponsor number one, the Golden Goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's stream brought to you by the most luscious of liqueur, recommended by Flurfs the world over. The Golden Goodness. Savor the luxury. There it is, available from your nearest toilet bowl. And our other sponsor, tonight's stream, also presented by Move and Pick, purveyors of the penguin sandwich. As you can see here, there he is. Some penguins supervising, making sure he doesn't get away there for your devouring pleasure. Move and Pick. Because when you want to eat a penguin, make sure if it moves, you've packed an ice pick. Yes, my brain just painted that picture in my brain, and it didn't repulse me. It made me giggle. Do not look in memes. I repeat, do not look in memes. I went too far, says Joe Black. All right, I won't, because reverse psychology doesn't work on me. So there you have it. I wish this did have a running tally. It doesn't, but if it did, it'd be awesome. If you can etherically displace the penguins, it's an infinite limit. Yes, and for reference, I'll just, sorry sponsors, just take a breather, have a break. What you could do, Dave McKeegan, is head to Antarctica with your very own deluxe Wits at the Platypus backpack, the Antarctic Explorer Edition, for the truly elite flat Earth researcher on a mission. This is the option of choice. Extra dimensional storage for your massive gyroscope, or a couple of dozen penguins, just etherically displace it. Duh. There you go. Available on the DP Debunks Store. You should absolutely 100% not buy one. It tells you as much. This is what buyer's remorse looks like. There you have it. Now available in Flurf Urine Yellow. Of course, the Golden Shower Edition is available for you all. And the classic, the original Wits at the Platypus Adventure Backpack. There it is. In real life, it exists. And I can show you this. Pay no attention to what's on my desktop. I can show you something that I think is pretty cool. We're doing a Jeran, everybody. We are doing a Jeran. Let me just hide this little bad boy. So here I am in Australia, right there. Let's double click on that. We'll go in to my hometown of Adelaide. This is Google Earth, by the way. Note the shape. It's very, very round. So that's Adelaide. We can zoom in a bit more. I've got my logo in the way. I'm actually more over this way, near the beach, which is awesome. But we're not going to get too specific. That's not even Adelaide. Like, that's out Flinders way. Flinders Ranges almost. Good Lord. We're camping up there. Anyway, this is Adelaide. Over here. That's what you're looking for. That's where I live. But the Wits at the Platypus backpacks are spreading all over the world. One of them, the one you just saw in the image on someone's back, is in Denver, Colorado, in the United States. The Piss Yellow Golden Shower Edition, belonging to our good friend Charles Arnold, is in Oklahoma City. That's where that is. Sounds made up. And then we've got to go all the way around the globe to jolly old England, to Doncaster, in fact, and that's where the Antarctic Explorer Edition resides. So there you go. And we don't have any over here in Adelaide yet, because I haven't ordered one for myself, but I absolutely will. Bet your sweet bippy. And then we can zoom back out, and there's the rest of the planet. Look at that, although it's made me look like I'm in Africa, and I'm not. So there you go. Copium Emporium can see his house. There it is. Where? I don't believe you can. We can zoom right in, though. Do you want to see Adelaide? Let's go to Adelaide. You can have a look around my hometown. Come on. Get in there, you bugger. Piss off. Oh, it's got to download all the... Oh, that's annoying. It's already done it. Oh, loving it. Here we go. This is what Adelaide looks like. Bit of urban sprawl. for you all. I believe that's that'd be Parafield Airport, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, which would make where's Lisbeth? That'd be Gawler, and then Lisbeth is over here. That's where I grew up, over there. This is the CBD of Adelaide. It's a tiny little city. We don't really have any tall buildings. In fact, this right here, that's the old Pitt Straight where we used to host the Formula One Grand Prix. Hasn't been here for a long time because the dickheads over in Melbourne stole it. That would be Brabham Straight along there, or what was formerly known as Brabham Straight. But yeah, there you go. That was Pitt Straight for the Grand Prix. Moving across, there's Adelaide Oval where they play cricket and AFL and occasionally football internationals. Football meaning, you know, soccer, real football. Has the chat frozen again in the window? I believe it has. Sorry, folks. Oh, you got to let me know when that happens. But I won't know because the chat freezes. That's why I don't know when that's happened. Oh, you did. Emma's all over it. Thank you, Emma. You're the best. Anyway, Adelaide Oval. There you go. And then you come over this way. There's the airport. That's how you get in and out. Giggle. He said in and out. That is the River Torrens. It's filthy. Don't swim in there. Along here-ish, this would be around about here-ish. Henley Beach. That's where I live. So don't come and stalk me in Henley Beach because that'd be creepy and weird and I'll freak out. It'd make me uncomfortable. But there you go. Nothing, Emma. You helped because you're awesome and you never ever do anything wrong. Love you. Yeah, so we got jetties and stuff all the way along. It's very, very cool. I think that'd be Grange. That would be, yeah, there you go. There's Henley Square. Look at it. Look at it. It's beautiful. Big, long jetty. So at some point, here's what I'm thinking, kids. I did see the guy in the mankini. Here's what I'm thinking. This is Henley Square. You got this jetty, right? This is lit up at night. There's a little shelter in there on the jetty. I'm thinking at some point, either we set up a telescope or two here on the end of the jetty or anywhere along here, somewhere along the beach or the esplanade, this pathway. There's some good spots. Get a bunch of people together who are in or around Adelaide. If you want to travel, knock yourself out. I'm not going to stop you. And we just spend an evening observing the sky. Apparently, it won't help us tell the shape of the Earth or anything like that, but we can look at stars and planets and do all sorts of cool shit if it's a clear night. We're heading into winter, so it will be less of an option. But I think that would be cool. I don't really want to organize it because I'm incredibly lazy. By the way, this is Chibo, little coffee shop, and it's awesome. They make really good coffee. So, yum. Oh, please don't stalk me at Chibo. It's a little getaway. So that's Adelaide. You've had a little bit of a tour, sort of. Not really, but now you know where it is. That's where your old mate DP hangs out. Lovely, lovely stuff. Why am I scrolling? I can literally just double click on that. And there you go. A little bit of Google mappage. Yes, I have a little Deadpool on the screen. He's holding a unicorn. If you've seen the first Deadpool movie, you know what that's about, and it's very unfortunate for all of you. This fundraiser is still going on, by the way. You can help get Austin Thompson, aka Mellowdome, a freaking hydrogen alpha telescope. How badass does that sound? Freaking hydrogen alpha, so much better than hydrogen beta, and heaps better than hydrogen sigma. So that is a thing. If this asswipe can get $2,800 just by going, can I have money, please? Then surely we can all chip in and help get a telescope for Austin Thompson for something that's actually worthwhile. Awesome stuff. Let's get the sponsors back up because that's what they're paying me the big bucks for. I did mean to come back and set the fade so it all looks classy for them. And I completely forgot. I didn't do it. So that's how that happened. My apologies. Sponsor. There you go. Now show us where Dave Weiss lives. I just closed. Oh, I didn't close. He lives somewhere around here. Is that how you spell it? I was pretty close. I just mistyped it. What a bugger. Search for that. Let's go to Connecticut. Somewhere around there. Pretty sure. Look about right. That's where you'll find Potato Man. Potato Man. There you go. I didn't cry. I pretend cried. Monster. Debatable D is asking, do I ever interact with the other Australian debunkers, from the bigger ones like PhD Tony to the smaller ones like Andrew Johnston? A little bit in chats, but not like directly yet. I'd love to. I'm not against it, but a lot of the Australian debunkers are like wicked smart and really good at what they do, and I'm still me. So that's a problem. But yeah, there's certainly no ill will of any kind, at least not from this side, and I'm unaware of any from anywhere else. But huge arse on Where's Wally in particular make awesome stuff. I've loved Critical Think's journey through Potato Man's app. That's been really fun. And obviously Wolfie and everyone in the Wolf Pack kicks major ass. Yeah, just haven't really had the opportunity. Although, it must have been Creaky's stream, maybe. I can't remember whose stream it was. But Professor Phil Bell was in, and I was very excited because Professor Phil Bell is wicked. He's awesome. And he said, no, I said, oh, I can't remember what I said. I said something like, oh, wow, Professor Phil Bell was spotted. Love your work, sir. And he responded, which was lovely, and said, DP, you're a legend. And I was incredibly flattered and quite taken aback because I'm absolutely not a bell end, maybe, but not a leg end. So, yeah, that was very cool. If you haven't seen Professor Phil Bell over on the Drunk Debunk Show, talking about gravity and science and how shit actually works, highly recommend you do so. It was great. Really, really interesting. Smart man. Smart man. He's like a proper scientist. Proper one. Super cool. You can't see because I've filled the screen with derpy sponsors. There's Connecticut. Somewhere in there is a Potato Man leaking people's data. If you look closely, you can see the data leaking all over the place. So yeah, there that is. We're not going to do the tour of where everybody lives. I do know, and you can make of this what you will. There is, let me show you, because I just got reminded, because some awesome, amazing, wonderful person just dropped the link in the chat. You will know who I'm talking about, but yeah, apparently I'm not allowed to say their name anymore. One of these, it's on its way to the other side of the world as of this afternoon. The You're Not Stupid, Dearth is Stupid hoodie is going on a trip to California. Cheers, everybody. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. But I'm hoping it's like Beetlejuice, that if I were to say it, if I say it 3 times, you'd actually appear, so I could give you a big friendly hug. Yeah, like honestly, that design, I am a proud dad. Like, Dearth is a horrible, horrible person, and got no time for him. But the little potato guy, he's great. He's great. Am I drinking that pee now? No, not at all. I'm not drinking pee. I'm just out of ginger beer and I haven't done my grocery shopping yet. Lovely stuff. David is saying, I'm so ordering me some girth gear later. Well, I'll tell you what. If you are tempted to order some girth gear at the moment, hold off on that because it's going to be there for the foreseeable future or until Fourth Wall, who facilitate the running of the Debunks Store. It's a sentence I'll never get bored of saying. I've got a store. It'll be available for ages, but for now, if you were going to spend like 20, 30 bucks on gear, chuck it at this. Chuck it at the telescope instead. You'll feel better about yourself. You'll be doing a really good do, massive solid, and we'll all get awesome videos to watch out of it. And we can learn some shit about the sun. Which would be great. So that'd be my preference. Again, if you don't know what we're doing and you're very confused tonight between like the thumbnail, the description, and me talking about penguin sandwiches for about 45 minutes and figuring out how to smuggle penguins out of Antarctica for Dave McKeegan, what we're doing, I'm an idiot. I just closed that tab and all. What an absolute pillock. Let's just reopen that. Anyway, there's Jeranism's channel. You should go subscribe to that. And you should go and subscribe to Mellowdome because they're awesome. What we're doing tonight, and I'll just move the sponsors out of the way temporarily. Sorry, sponsors. Don't ask for your money back. I've already spent it. We're trying to buy Austin Thompson from the Mellowdome a hydrogen alpha telescope. It is a kick-ass piece of kit with solar filters, blocky filters, sensor cleaners, all sorts of wicked stuff. But he's left the flat earth. He's been turned on by his own people. My chat has just died in the ass. So I'm just going to fix that really quick. Not enough memory. What the are you talking about? You've got all the memory. Dirty, dirty liar. It's coming back, kids. There you go. Apologies. Apologies. Jesus, that's bright. Yeah, and he's a good dude. So we're just trying to help out. As I've said earlier in the stream when I was first talking about it, if you're at all tempted to drop super chats or support me and the crap I do at all over the next 2 weeks or so, I would much rather you take the $2-3 or whatever it is you'd spend here and put it into that. That would be the preference, and it would be greatly appreciated. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. You do you. I'm not the boss of you, and no one's going to think any less of you at all. What I would say is if you're not in a position to contribute financially, I'll be putting out a community post after the stream. If you can drop a like on that to get more eyeballs on it, that would be great. Maybe comment on it as well. That'd be cool. And most importantly, share it around and share the link to this page. It's jeranism.betterworld.org/campaigns/Mellowdome, or you can go to that page. It's linked up the top of the chat. Copy the link and then just paste it everywhere. Heaps easier than typing it. Highly recommend you do that. Typing is pain in the balls. Or pain in the whatevers if you don't have testicles. We're not going to judge. It's not that kind of channel. Yeah, so that's all we're after. Tell me about Memory Link, Kobe Emporium. Holy crap, my computer is struggling. I need to get some more RAM. I realized today the computer I thought I had like 32 gig of RAM in. I don't. It's got 16. That was stupid. So I need to acquire another 16 gig of RAM because I'm a moron. And if anyone has suggestions for Windows-based PC alternative browser to Chrome to use for certain things, that would be sweet as well. I could probably run, yes, my memory leaked as well. It often does. These things happen. What are you going to do? We're just going to go back to the charting screen. Oh, and now I can add the image over here. Hang Hang on. Look at me doing things on the fly. Look at me go. Yay. There we go. Let's whack that right about there. Beautiful. That works. Fucking nailed it. Like I've done this before once or twice. Amazing. Amazing stuff. Too little, you say? Too little? How dare get a Mac? Stop it. I'm telling you, all of you, right now, I'm looking at you, Michaela. I'm not getting a Mac. It's not going to happen. I can barely drive a Windows PC after 40 plus years. Okay? I'm not going to learn a whole new way of doing stuff. I'm amazed that I was able to message with Jeranism today by Telegram. And literally said in the message, I hope you get this because I don't know what I'm doing. And it was fine. It all made it. A new sandwich idea. I will have a look. You're so bossy tonight. Far out. Ubuntu. There's no need for that kind of language, Divids. All right, some of these are fucking cool. Well done, Tiles. Hang on. Meow. There we go. So there's this one. Penguin sandwich. Classing it up. Lovely stuff. Why are they looking so... There's even a mischievous cat here. Oh, I'm gonna get that penguin sandwich. This chick's like, I shouldn't be eating this. She shouldn't be eating this. Get rid of that camera. We shouldn't be eating this. Amazing. There's another penguin sandwich. Would you call that a penguin breast? Maybe a paunch of penguin, a toasted penguin paunch sandwich. That is a mouthful. I'm going to type it in the chat, and you can all try it out. A toasted penguin paunch sandwich. You got to say the sandwich, not sandwich, because we're not fucking living in France. Shut up. Toasted penguin paunch sandwich. Please scream. I don't want to scream. Count to 10. Deep breaths. Coping Emporium, penguin cooking now. When they said add some cold cuts, I didn't think you put a penguin on a sandwich. Too cool. This just in. Penguins hunt the penguin hunt. Pingu's gone rogue, everybody. Pingu's gone rogue. There are the guns, Nathan. There are the guns. I'm not going to pull a face for you, Emma. It's not going to... Oh, delicious. Look at that. $333 worth of just awesomeness right there. And... Wait. Has that penguin eaten all the other penguins? Wouldn't that just make it a little bit too fatty? You'd have to like cook it off and render it a little bit more. And oh, why don't I have a save option? I'll save it later. I could save it through the app. That's amazing. Thanks, Michaela. You people are the best. We have the best people. We do. I'm a living joke. Anyway, moving right along. I heard about it? Yeah. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Right, back over to here. Yeah, yeah. There we go. Everything's working. Oh, it's marvelous. I have dropped a butt ton of frames tonight. Well, 73 frames. If you keep it score, you can write that down. Did we get any ex-Fladdy names in the chat? I've still only got 3 lines down. We probably did. And then I started talking about other things and got distracted. So I apologize for that. That should probably be a dedicated stream. I can think of 5 off the top of my head. I got another 2 there. Another 1. Trying to think. Not 11 frames? No, not 11 frames. We all know who knows about 11 frames.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Yes, you do. Oh, do you know who I haven't checked in with today? One of my favorites.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris, from New York, Westchester County.
That's a total accident. But where I'm sitting right now with the camera there, when I bring up our good friend CC and I look at him on my streaming computer, I'm actually looking at him. That is amazing. Let's try that out again. What were you saying, CC?
Wait, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Screenshot for all you. Did you get it? No, you have to rewind. I mean, there's nothing else going on. CC, do you just want to come and have a chat, buddy?
It's a fucking phone call. God damn it.
All right, sorry. He's busy. Fucking phone call. God damn it indeed. Every time. One day we'll get him. One day we'll get him. I'm just going to refresh this screen, see if anything's changed. Not yet. Nope, I'm going to have to go this way. Nope, I've got to zoom out. Let's drive my computer. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, what's everyone up to? That's not the button I wanted. This one! Yay. Manage. So why, when I go to that page, does it not do the thing that I want it to do? It's very inconvenient. There we go. Just a quick check. Yep. I was just checking this page. Of course. But nothing new. Still. That means I think one more day until we need a welfare check on CC. Is that about right? I think it was 3 more days last time. That was a couple of days ago. So after tomorrow, can everybody let Mike know that if we haven't got a CC video in the next 24 hours, then we may need to send out a search party. Because, you know, it's been a little while. I'm getting a bit worried about dear CC. So, yeah. Hope everything's okay. CC, if you're out there, come on in. Say hi. He doesn't watch this channel. He doesn't even know this channel exists. But fuck me, it'd be awesome if he showed up, wouldn't it? That'd be amazing. Oh, itchy nose. Will there be a Rusty live stream today? It's a very good question, and we'd all like to know the answer. Do I have a notification for one? I do not. I do not. Oh, I feel like a total monster. I've still got the stream running on my phone. Get me out of there. What do I watch that crap for? Yuck. Anytime I can get Satan on a thumbnail, by the way, it's a good time. A really, really good time. How long was CC's last hiatus? When he was in hospital? Let's have a look. He's driving there. That's there. So it looks like about a month. Oh God, we're not going to wait a month for more CC, are we? Or is this when his foot was busted? Is that when he was hobbling around? Yeah, it is. You can see him hopping there. So that's 7 months ago. Like that. You guys can't see what I'm looking at. Sorry. Sorry. This one. Sit next to the air conditioner. His foot up. He's still hobbling around here, I think. So it doesn't look like a big gap. It's only a couple of weeks. I thought it would have been longer. But it doesn't seem to be. So, you know, that's promising. All right. Maybe a little bit less worried. But we did set the rule last time for a welfare check. So one more day, CC. Come on. Don't let us down. We're all relying on you. Back we go. Can we go through my YouTube? See what I haven't watched yet? I fell down a CoffeeZilla rabbit hole last night. Watched a whole bunch of CoffeeZilla stuff that I hadn't seen. That was fun. You should check out CoffeeZilla. He doesn't need sub or help. He's probably doing quite well. But that guy does some really good work. Mainly dealing with crypto scams. I say, like, if you haven't heard of, everybody's heard of CoffeeZilla. Seriously. So I'll give you the update on the guestages. I'm working on it. I did some testing last night, which is why I didn't stream. I spoke about it briefly in Discord. Mostly about how it was breaking my fucking brain. But I got stuff working where I can have a separate camera. I can use my phone or my tablet as another camera linked to the second PC, which drives when I'm showing you all the other streamy stuff. It all lives on there, and I pipe it through my capture card. I'm going to get a better capture card. So that was all working. It's just so I've got a camera that I can present to whoever I'm talking to over there, or the guests, and they can see it. And I'm not having to try to run the guests thing on the streaming computer and overwork it, because as we all know, my computer's a shit house. Yeah, and that behaved itself. I just need to find a better audio solution for that, because I can't use this mic on two computers at once. So what you would hear when I'll show you what it'll look like. So that's a guest screen, still set up from when Megan jumped on stream, which is awesome. Hi Megan, if you're watching, you're lovely. So you'll hear my mic like this, and you'll hear the sound from the guesticle over there in your ear holes, right? But what they will hear at the moment, the way it's set up, is they'll see whatever's on the tablet, so like right up my nose, because it'll be at a lower angle. It's a bit iffy. And they'll just get like speakerphone audio on their end, which is not what I want. So I'm probably going to get a cheap little microphone, not a little mic. Little Lego Man mic would be cool. With a little mic over IP hoodie or Drunk Debunk Show hoodie. Wicked. But another mic that I can pipe through that machine for guests to hear. I think better capture card, will definitely help with the load on the system when that's running. And as mentioned, if I put the right amount of RAM into the machine, all of this is boring for anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about. So the RAM is cheaper than buying a new computer, so it's got that going for it. But if I spend money on the RAM, it's money I could be putting towards a new PC. I'm not asking for money at all. If you want to spend any money, send it to the Mellowdome telescope thing. Link up the top of the chat on the YouTube. Do that. So that's my dilemma. God damn it, Michaela. What did I just say? What did I just say? I'm not buying a Mac. And a Mac wouldn't solve the problem, because it still wouldn't be able to do all the things I want to do on the one machine. So, but thank you, Michaela, for £1.99 buy a damn Mac. Duly noted. I will take it under advisement. Okay. Waboo. An old AS400 mainframe. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Your restream's just slow. I don't use restream. This is straight through the uptubs. This is what I did do, I think, is forget to tick the right latency box. Gah. Oh, goody. And now the streamy dashboard is broken. It's not broken. It's just, let me check. Did I? Yep. Absolutely didn't check the ultra low latency box. That's on me. What a douche canoe. Oh well. What are you going to do? Hey, what are you going to do? Can I time that with for Apple spam? No. Lucifer says, just get an external audio interface that supports dual PC or use a mixer board with monitor and master outputs. I did ponder a mixer. I don't need a big one. But a mixer is a good shout, because the other thing I'd like to be able to do is run my guitars into the PC. So when I run out of anything at all worthwhile or even mildly interesting to say, I can just abuse you all by playing shitty blues. And by shitty blues, I mean like the same 4 or 5 blues licks and chord progressions over and over and over and over and over again, because that's all I can play. So that could be fun. But yes, I have pondered that, and thank you for the reminder, Lucifer. It's a very good shout. See, I get all the help. See, all the flatties are like, God this, God that, Satan's really bad, blah, 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 the devil's horrible. Satan's awesome for a start, just sits on my desk, doesn't bother anyone, and, you know, lights up the sky when we need him to, when people go to Antarctica. We've got Lucifer in the chat. Give me brilliant ideas about mixing boards. What do you want me to tell you? As I said, we've got the best people and the best gods and demons ever. Em said, Dad, why is the air spinning? Don't know, son. Dad, why do birds fly? Don't know, son. Dad, does it bother you to keep asking questions? Not at all, son. No. Got to ask questions, learn stuff. Exactly. That was very sweet. We might be done, kids. Hour and a half. Done and doesn't bugger that. We're going to go for another half hour. I'm going to keep talking about Mellowdome. Talking smack. That Mellowdome thinks he's so awesome. It's because he took pictures of the sun and they got him out of the flat earth cult and brought him back to reality and made him a much happier person, at least from what I've seen. Ugh. Kidding, of course. It's great. And it's fantastic. I'm going to adjust and I'm going to sit on my foot for a bit. And then my foot's going to go numb. And then when I'm done streaming and I get up to go to the bathroom, I'm going to fall flat on my face. And you won't get to see it. Hey, Lewis Gray is in. Welcome along. Lewis Gray, Normal Bloke from Sheffield, over on Twitch. Go follow Lewis Gray or Normal Bloke from Sheffield over on Twitch for the best fun you can have with your pants on while watching a man from Sheffield in England playing Football Manager. Guaranteed. Absolutely. And you can go drop a follow on Lewis Gray's Normal Bloke from Sheffield channel. Free for nothing. Doesn't cost you a cent. Highly recommend it. It's got good times. The link is posted to X. Fantastic. Thank you, Copium Emporium. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Oh, I can't log in there. Let me try over here. I can do this. I can do it. Everybody stand by. Stand by. Everyone just sit tight for uno momento, por favor. There we go. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. That's the page we're after. Over here. This is how we do it. Boom. There you go. Link to Lewis's channel over on Twitch. If you go drop a follow, that would be brilliant. And you won't regret it. It's a good time. If you don't know what Football Manager is, go follow Lewis and ask him, and he can explain it to you. Because it's not my problem anymore. I don't have to deal with it until FM26 comes out and they get the itch again. And then you lot are going to have to watch me play Football Manager here on stream. It's going to happen at some point. Absolutely. It's a fun game. For me, anyway. Most people won't give a toss. Won't give a shit. Have a look in what's for dinner too. Oh, God. Penguin pizza? Oh, hell yeah. I said on the Discord earlier today, because as I mentioned earlier tonight, myself and Mike from the Drunk Debunk show were privileged enough to form a council of the Illuminati with the one and only MT Toon to sort out some logistics for Top Left 2025. Don't forget to go and downvote. Don't forget to go and downvote. I said it again. Fuck me. Hang on. 1 second. Jesus Christ. Get it together, man. Just stop mispronouncing vote. All right? And just fucking get it right. Fucking amateur hour over here.
Wait, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
All right? You settled down now? Do you think you can talk properly? Yeah? All right. Now you can go back to the chat screen. Just get your shit together, DP. Don't forget to go and downvote Ratzoid's video and Scum's video and Witsit's video. It's worth 20 downvote points. You can remove votes from those three things. Not a slight at all against Craig or Toon or Where's Wally, who did a great job with his Ratzoid video. And especially not to Mike, whose Scum video was exceptional. But even Mike himself has jumped ship and got on board with the winning team. King Nico for Top Left, everybody. That's what we're talking about. Vote for Nico, downvote the other monsters. We are going to take the W. Emma's asking me to enable clipping on the stream. Give me one little momento there, por favor. Can't do it from the screen. I will. There's a pizza. Forgot it was there. And then I turned around and there was a pizza with a penguin on it. Amazing. And then I was told to check channel sponsors. You are, so here it is. Penguin Kingdom. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. Oh, for all of the penguin food, everybody. Yes. Yes. Outstanding work. You've yes. Yes. It's you've got to, if you're not on the Discord, please, you are missing out. It's just this. It's this level of nonsense, like all of the time, interspersed with some really good conversation about random topics where we actually speak to each other like adults. But mostly, it's this kind of bullshit all of the time. Have we got anything new in the troll trophy room? Yes, I put my cancellations in there. Turns out they were both she who shall not be named. Um, and that individual has already told the story in chat. But a vote of 10 out of 10 for that one from Tiles. Thank you, Tiles. That vote has been tabulated as the only vote. We've even got a channel in there with a pin post that'll help you figure out time difference. I built it to help me figure out time difference, and I keep forgetting to use it. So there is that. Thank you for posting the link to the Discord. Everybody get in there. Have a jolly good time. It is the best thing. It's so much fun. So much fun. If I could spend more time in there, I would. Koala kebabs for lunch. Hells to the air. The reason I was laughing so hard at the penguin pizza is because somebody posted a picture of their dinner. It was a pizza that they made, and that's the one that was in the pizza box in that last one. It was so good. So good. Have we got any other Zoo Crew images I haven't shown you lovely folks yet? No, I think I've shown them all. I think that's it. Done. That's it. We're all out. Oh, no, it's gone the other way. New. Excuse me. Yeah. There we go. Beautiful. Yep. From today. It was yours, Copium. I thought it was yours, Copium Emporium. How's business in the Copium Emporium? The flatties keep flipping, so the demand for copium must have dropped off at least a little bit of late. Not like hugely, but a very, very slight amount. Oh, I do have one more update. I mentioned last time I was working on the Juicebox King music video. That is going to exist probably in the next 5 to 6 days. I will get that finished. It's coming up on Friday, tomorrow, my time. And that means it's the week with my lady. So I'll have less time for content, less time for streaming. The next one will be scheduled, the next stream will be scheduled for Sunday, my time, which is like Saturday night, Sunday my time. Depending on when my lovely lady has to go to work. So if she's doing the late shift, I'll be streaming from probably 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or later in the evening, like around this time. And I did speak about it last stream. Coming up with like a format for a show. We kind of had a little taste of it in the first half hour or so of the stream, where I had things planned. I'll just have to keep doing that. Is kind of the thing we're working on. So that's the thing. And the next actual video on the channel, because I've remembered, despite Stephanie from Thailand telling me that my videos suck, I was obviously heartbroken by that. You can check that out in my troll trophy room over on Discord. But I've been reinvigorated by Patricia Steer encouraging me and egging me on, as well as the always awesome Professor Phil Bell. So that video will exist. Still just got to assemble all the B-roll and everything else for that, but it should be fun when it's done. Look at that. I'm a poet. I didn't even know I was rhyming those words. We are getting close to the end, people. Oh, Tori, what was that? What was that? What was that? You,
This is a fucking phone call. God damn it.
Thanks for that setup. You set them up, I'll knock them down. That's how it works. Far out. Yeah. I'm literally out of stuff to say. However, we've had a suggestion, and I haven't actually had a look at it yet. So I'm going to do it now. Oh, bloody hell. How does this work? I mean, this is a bit unfair. I can totally win this. Tori can't hear me. He's in the parking lot feeling dick. Yes. Yes, he is. I had a look at Penguin Kingdom. I did. I was there. I saw it. I viewed it with my own eyes. My own eye holes. But what have I missed? Nothing. We do have an update on the supplies of copium. So if we jump across, we can all get that update now. It appears to be in abundance, but we're all being shipped out. Look at all those potential penguin sandwiches just stomping around. Look, it's like $2 grand, $1,500, another $1,500 right there. Money's going begging. Money is going begging. That's all I'm saying. This white screen is a quiz that was suggested by somebody whose name I am not allowed to say. I suspect if I was to play this quiz, other than a few people in the chat, like Bruce Wolford, like Copium Emporium, and like FPV, we'll all kick your ass on this one, just quietly. I think we've got an unfair advantage. Not for nothing. Let's play the quiz. Let's see how fast I can do this. I can't do it very fast. We've got Queensland, Northern Territory, South Australia, ACT. Is it going to count that? Tasmania, Western Australia. I spelled it wrong. Bloody hell. Slow me down. New South Wales and Victoria. Well, that's not even a word. All right, that was pretty slow, but that's down to my typing. 35 seconds. How's that? It's pretty good. I'm not a great typer, and I've got one of these weird ass keyboards. Check it. Ooh, and it's all like wavy and stuff. And I can't see what I'm doing past the microphone because I've got it all positioned for it. That's why sometimes you see me doing this, like, because I can't see the hotkeys for all these idiots. These idiots.
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
Here we go. Look at that. You zoom in on that. You can all have a geography lesson. Da, 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 da. There you go. Get out of here. Make this Zebansky. Northern Territory, South Australia, God's country, Western Australia, Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, Tasmania. Australian Capital Territory has the biggest badge out of all of them, but it's tiny. Tiny. Just like Ratzoid's micropenis. It's not that big. It's overcompensating massively. Over there is what it's doing. So there you go. I did a quiz and I won. I kicked everybody's ass who was doing that quiz in this house just then, namely moi. Outstanding. But what's in here? Oh, we got merchy pictures. The hat has, and that has come up an absolute treat. There's the lovely, lovely Lewis wearing the lovely, lovely backwards DP Debunks snapback cat. Packaged beautifully, I might add. That is awesome. Thanks for sharing that, sir. I love it. So obviously it's a little bit stripped down in terms of the logo because of the printing or embroidery requirements, but that's come up an absolute treat. I'm very pleased. And I hope you are pleased with your purchase, sir. Assuming you're still here. I completely spaced on that. Now I know what your message meant when you mentioned the merch drop. You meant in your house. Excellent. That's made me very happy. I was already very happy, but now I'm even happier. Look at it. Goes on the head and everything. There it is. On someone's head. It works. Mission accomplished. Round of applause for Lewis's head. That came out wrong. Oh, don't start this shit. There we go. Full round of applause. Much better. Did anyone catch the joke I dropped on MC Tomb's live stream earlier today? I would have, but when I jumped off the stream, because I was a pretty integral part of MC Tomb's stream earlier today. Not for nothing. Not at all. They would have been fine without me. I had to go into like my one-to-one performance meeting with my boss. I don't have that many bosses because I am a boss, but I had to do that, so I missed a big chunk of stuff that was going on. So I did miss it, Bruce. Lewis Gray, it's very nice and awesome. Just been putting some penguin pies in what's for dinner. Beautiful stuff. Also, I hear that coming soon to the menu of a particular meal providing type company, Penguin will be added to the menu. If you don't know who I'm referring to, I do have a commercial on hand for a food company that comes highly recommended by the Drunk Debunks show, as it happens. Very high praise from them indeed, and extremely recommended. I'll share that commercial with all of you now. Here we go. Hopefully, if it works, it should work. This will be fine.
Have you ever loved a meal so much that you sit at your kitchen table and rub your nipples while you eat it? Well, that's what it's like to eat Factor.
There we go. Did everybody catch that? I didn't catch it. I didn't get to hear it. I feel very ripped off. So I get to giggle at it because it makes me giggle every single time. Here's that commercial again. Make sure you're watching it. I'll give you 10 seconds so you can get your eyes on the screen. From the absolutely legendary Andy's Game Room. Here you go.
Have you ever loved a meal so much that you sit at your kitchen table and rub your nipples while you eat it? Well, that's what it's like to eat Factor.
I can't watch or hear that without giggling. I made that. I'm giving myself a round of applause. It's just too funny. That's why you need to get over to the Drunk Debunk show and check out the Friday night ghost debunking streams, because that's the kind of bullshit that goes on. It's so much fun. And you'll see all sorts of people there in the chat, like Copium Emporium from time to time, like the Bruce Wolford, like Icy Spin, Monkey Cat Pat, Michaela, someone else whose name I'm not allowed to say anymore, Tori Hanzo, Unfornicated, of course, who is a Dead Set legend, Joe Black. Who else have we got? That's bad. Just them. They're the only people that... No, that's not true. Heaps more. So many more. Plus a whole other bunch of people who are watching over on Twitch. The chats get merged and commingled, and it's just the best fun you can have. Not even joking. Highly recommend it. Get over there and do it. And if you're not subscribed to the Drunk Debunk show, what the hell is wrong with you? I'll show you how to do it. It's really easy. That'll do. I've mistyped it. Don't judge me. Jump back across to here. There we go. You go to Drunk Debunk show and you click on this button right here. that says, for me, it says subscribed. If you're not subscribed, it'll say subscribe. It'll finish before the D. You don't get any D. You don't get any D unless you subscribe to the Drunk to Punk Show. No D for you if you're unsubscribed. Mellowdome, the man himself, is here. Welcome to the Debunkatorium, sir. Apologies for the clipping. I just got very excited seeing your name pop up in the chat. And I mean, you're technically on screen as well. You're everywhere. You're an unstoppable force is the point. Mellowdome is here, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for Mr. Thompson. Somebody else would like to say hi.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC here, Chris from New York, Westchester County.
There we go. And we'll let someone else say some words. He's a bit of a dick, though. Fair warning.
I am a complete hypocrite and I have zero integrity and no honor.
Yeah, we know that. And what about...
I insult women because I have a tiny micro penis.
You sure do. And you made a video about someone who appears on the channel. What about Elmer Spud? We haven't really heard much from him tonight.
NASA twicked woo.
Oh, they did twick us. How dare they? You're subbed. That's amazing and super cool. Thank you, Mellowdome. See, Mellowdome subbed to my channel. You should go and subscribe to Mellowdome's channel. It's how this works. It's reciprocal. You know, like bullshit tariffs that don't work. Anyway, Mellowdome, I appreciate you joining us. I'd have you on, but I haven't figured out the guest thing yet. It's all broken, and you know you've got a little life, and you're probably doing stuff. What I will say is I'm hosting the stream this evening. Technically, in your honor, so you could probably tell that from the thumbnail. I stole your face and I put it on there. I probably should have messaged you first and asked if that was cool. I do apologize. I messaged Jeranism to ask if I could use his logo, and it completely slipped my mind to hit you up. I feel like a bit of a dick, if I'm honest. Ladies and gentlemen, we are trying to buy Mellowdome, who's there in the chat, a fucking telescope. Because he's a good dude, and he's escaped the flat earth cult, which we all love. I really enjoy his content. You do too, and if you haven't yet, you will. That's a goddamn guarantee. You can take it to the bank. You just go to this page. It's linked at the top of the chat. As I've said many times tonight, and I'll keep saying it over the next couple of weeks, if you're tempted or in any way, shape or form inclined to super chat here in the Debunkatorium, or go to the store and buy Wits at the Platypus backpacks or Death t-shirts or any of that, what I'm saying is over the next few weeks, rather than do that, whatever you're going to spend there, come to this page or that page, I still can't remember where everything is, and drop your cash in here and chip in towards the telescope. The Lunt LS60 MT 60mm hydrogen alpha solar telescope. I'm pretty sure hydrogen alpha means it can blow shit up, and that would be cool as hell. It can't blow. I mean, maybe it can blow shit up. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I did Google it though, and it didn't mention that. But anyway, that's what we're trying to do. It doesn't have to be 10 or 20 or 50 or 100 or 250 bucks. If you want to do that, knock yourself out. I'm not the boss of you. But you can choose any amount you like. $2, $3, $1. Nobody cares. But every little bit helps. And if we can do that for a really good person who wants to do more, I can't even talk. I'm too excited. You've ruined me, Mellowdome. I'm a shadow of my former self. If we can help a dude out who wants to do more work and help more flat earthers escape from the cult through making observations, doing some sciencey stuff, and helping educate people and wake other flat earthers up to what they're actually into. It is a super, super good cause, and I highly recommend chipping in for a couple of bucks. Easy done. That's all you got to do. If you can't chip in financially, that is absolutely fine, and there is no pressure to do so. If you can't, I don't want anybody going outside their means ever for any reason. But if you can't or don't want to contribute financially, I'll be putting up that community post after the stream. So if you can jump on there, whack a like on it, comment, and just say hi to me or Mellowdome or I don't know, talk about penguin sandwiches because that's all I'm doing lately. Do that and then share that post or that link up there everywhere you can, just to raise awareness of what we're trying to do, get it over the line and get a really cool piece of kit to a very, very cool person. If only to say congratulations for getting out of the cult. Super, super cool thing. He's outside daily documenting the sun. Like, if that's not up all of our alleys, that sounds gross. If that's not the kind of thing we can all get behind, it still sounds kind of gross. You get what I'm saying? It's a good thing. Is what I'm going. This has gone so far off the rails tonight. It's not quite the debauchery of a Friday night ghost stream over in the Drunk Debunk show, but we're getting close. We're getting close. And Mellowdome, from me to you, sir, if you feel so inclined, jump over to that link that I've just dropped in the chat. That is the Debunks Store. And just let me know if anything takes your eye. Don't make a purchase. Just let me know for no particular reason if anything takes your fancy. And we might be able to hook you up with a little something. I, for one, just to annoy someone whose name I'm not allowed to say, I would highly recommend Creepy Sexy Dearth. Comes in the gorgeous hot pink. You can get it in purple. You can get some blue balls if you need to, or orange. It's gorgeous. The LA one I think is rather fetching as well. Or black, because nothing says credible researcher, as it says right here, like a potato in a thong. But there he is. Creepy Sexy Dearth. Everybody. It's gross and vile. But it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Anyway, on that note, this has been awesome. I am going to wrap it up. But I want to thank everybody for hanging out here in the Debunkatorium. Thank you to Mellowdome for swinging by and saying hello. That is super, super cool. You're Not Stupid, Dearth is Stupid. I thought you might like that one. That's actually the one that I meant to show you. There it is. Someone you know might be receiving one of these in the next couple of weeks. There's one on its way to California. Well, not yet. They haven't made it yet, but it's been ordered by somebody who looks a little bit like me and being sent to someone else, which is what I'm proposing for you, sir. So anyway, let me know either. I've got the Discord there. You can email me and DP Debunks over on Telegram. I've got Telegram today to message Jaron and to ask him about the whole thumbnail thing, and then forgot to message you because I'm a dickhead. Anyway, before we go, I do just want to, I really want to talk to him. CC, are you free?
This is a fucking phone call. God damn.
He's still on the phone. God damn it. Exactly. We are going to wrap it up. Thanks to everyone for hanging out. Again, if you can help out with that, I'm pointing at you, Austin. Sorry, that's not deliberate. This meaning the fundraiser for the telescope to help him to help Mellowdome. That'd be awesome. I'm going to do it. I'll get that post up in the next 5-10 minutes for everybody to share around. Share the link as well. That would be awesome. You're all amazing people. I know you'll do whatever you can, which would be fantastic. We are going to go out on the hottest track in the Debunkatorium right now from an absolute superstar of a human. It's tearing up the charts like I will tear into a particular kind of breaded delicacy. So until next time, I shall see you next time. Be good. If you can't be good, don't get caught. and we're going to go out with the delicious, always awesome, penguin sandwich. I love you. Bye.
G'day, I'm DP from down in the south. Got a habit that just slips out of my mouth. Not talking about swearing or a Vegemite binge. It's much colder and the waddle's on a hinge. Penguin sandwich all day long. Flapper flapping where it don't belong. I'm chowing on beaks and a feathery hue. Don't ask me why, it's just what I do. Try to Barbie, try to snag, but they left my taste buds feeling kinda sad. Chicken and beef weren't tickling the spot. Then I saw that penguin just looking so hot. Try to Barbie, try to snag, but they left my taste buds feeling kinda sad. Chicken and beef weren't tickling the spot. Then I saw that penguin just looking so hot. Penguin sandwich all day long. Flapper flapping where it don't belong. I'm chowing on beaks and a feathery hue. Don't ask me why, it's just what I do. Try the greenies are screaming, the scientists frown, saying DP's behavior is bringing them down. But I tells them straight, with a wink and a grin, penguin sandwich is the best, where do I begin? I've tried them grilled, I've tried them fried. Penguin smoothies, you bet I've tried. With a little bit of chili to sharpen the taste, then slap it on a sandwich, that's the best. Penguin sandwich all day long. Flapper flapping where it don't belong. I'm chowing on beaks and a feathery hue. Don't ask me why, it's just what I do. So next time you're visiting, come on down, mate. We'll have a penguin sandwich right off the plate. Just don't tell their families or the eco-polices, cause DP's penguin feast never ceases. Yeah, never ceases. Hey, you think I'll eat that one? I wanna spank you.